What's up, guys? Sean here, coming at y'all with a quick little video. Day 2 of the Eagles training camp is officially in the books. Not as many storylines today as we had yesterday, but still a lot of fun stuff going on. We got some more details on things around the team. Zach Bond having the green dot in his helmet, a little bit about pre-snap motion, some more about the under center stuff that we're doing right now, updates on the Jonathan Grenard injury, and one other injury that went down today. All that and more. But first, if you're new here, please like, please subscribe. We're doing daily training camp content. We're going to be talking about every position battle, guys that we could bring in, guys that are on the way out, who's a lock for the team, and who's battling for a roster spot. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Let's get right into the video. So a couple things that I didn't cover yesterday that I want to go over. The safety battle. Vic Fangio came out today for his press conference, talked to the media a little bit about safety and who is going to be battling. It looks like it's Marcus Epps versus Michael Carter right now, which is kind of surprising. I didn't really expect to see Carter move to safety immediately, but it does make sense for Vic Fangio. He likes his play style, and a lot of what they're doing is going to be slot corner work anyway. So Michael Carter could actually fit in that role pretty well if he can tackle and play a little bit of that deep safety role as well. But for right now, it looks like it's Marcus Epps' job to lose. Awesome to see those two battling. Gives us hope that Cooper DeJean is going to stay at corner for just a little bit longer, and they're just weighing out all their options at safety when Coop is in the slot in nickel formation. Offense talked a little bit more about pre-snap motion today and about how they're going to use it. You got to see a little bit more on the field. Devontae Smith, Hollywood Brown, some of your more speedy, shifty guys getting a chance to run across the field. Some of it is obviously just eye candy, trying to get the defense to move and see what they're doing pre-snap. But a few things in there that we didn't see last year and that we haven't seen before. It's going to be really exciting to watch. I can't wait to watch Devontae Smith move in pre-snap motion, take a handoff around the corner and run it in for a touchdown. It's going to be wild to watch. This offense just shows us something new every day, which is amazing considering last year and the years past, we've watched so many stagnant offenses with this team, where you've got a lot of talent, but there's no creativity, and you're really getting to see it this year. They continued to play a lot with tempo and under center. Offense is moving pretty quickly at certain points in the day. I thought that was surprising to see. We haven't seen a lot of the high tempo stuff since Doug Peterson and Chip Kelly, really. They are running a lot of under center. I mean, this offense might run more under center than shotgun in certain games. Now, I imagine if they get behind, they get stuck in passing situations, they're going to move to shotgun. But early in games, first quarter, second quarter, you're going to see a lot of under center from this team, and hopefully in the fourth quarter when we're leading games. Johnny Munn continues to be your tight end too, going out and starting. Like I said in the previous video, he's just a way better blocker, so I expect to see it like that for a while. Obviously, the rookie's still getting work. He's doing blocking drills. He's out there, but Johnny Munn is just much more ready for that role right now, so no surprise to see him out there at tight end too. I want to go over our wide receivers again, because every day you're seeing huge battle. I mean, outside of Devontae Smith, it's just every man for himself, and everybody is fighting for a position on this team. Dontavian Wicks has come out and just absolutely stole the show. I mean, had one mistake early in the first day of camp and has just destroyed everything since then. Every report, everybody that's talking about him, you kind of have to watch the reports, because some people will say one thing and other people will say another thing. Wicks is one of those players that everybody's saying the same thing. He's going to be a problem this year. If he keeps playing the way he is, things keep going the way they're going, he's going to be the bona fide number 2 this year moving forward, which would be fantastic because Howie put a lot of trust in him, and you like to see him go out and earn it and show that he's worth every penny and every trade asset that we gave up to get him. And he's going out and he's just dominating, and that's fantastic. Smith, Wicks, and Hollywood Brown stayed after practice today doing drill work on the jugs machine. That might be your starting 3 going forward this year. Obviously, we got Lemon, the rookie, who we can sprinkle in at any point in time, but I think when you really need a play and you need 3 guys that you can trust, these are the 3 that are going to be out there. Seeing them stay after practice working on the jugs machine, they're just building that camaraderie, that chemistry. The wide receiver room is going to be a problem this year, because with all that being said, Darius Cooper went out and had another fantastic day, another diving catch. Darius Cooper knows that if he makes one mistake, he's out the door. That this team, with everything he's built up, all the momentum, everything he's done up to this point, it's all led him to this moment. And if he doesn't do what he has to do, then he's going to be out the door and another team might not give him a chance. So to see him come out and play the way he's played, I mean, it's just unbelievable. You have 5 wide receivers right now: Wicks, Smith, Hollywood, Makai Lemon, and Darius Cooper, who all have come out, and you've just heard reports every day on how good they are. Devontae Smith looks like a true number one. Wicks is coming out looking unstoppable. Hollywood Brown, his speed is just unmatched on this team. Makai Lemon looks shifty, ready to eat in zone defenses and just find that open space and become a yak legend at the next level. And then you've got Darius Cooper fighting for his life, refusing to lose. And those are the 5 guys right now that I just have not heard anything bad about. It just hasn't been bad. Every day they've come out and they are battling. And if that's our starting 5 going into the season, that's perfectly fine with me, because I love every one of those guys. They all bring something different to the table. They all have different skill sets, body sizes, frames, speed, and that's what you want on this team, because then defenses have to scout 4 totally different receivers, 4 totally different guys, and it's going to put pressure on them. They're not going to know how to handle things, and when you get into the game, the offense will just start picking on individual players on the defense who can't keep up with their matchup, and it's going to be game over. So love to see the wide receivers battling. Love to see battles at training camp all together. It's been amazing to watch. Want to talk a little bit about Jalen Hunt versus Nolan Smith? Jalen Hunt is absolutely winning the battle right now. Nolan Smith is playing from behind with his arrest in the offseason, with the way he looked last year. Last year, he was frustrating enough. It was frustrating enough to watch him play, have a good game, and then have 2 or 3 games where you just didn't know he exists, and then come back out and have a good game, and then the same thing all over again. Looking inconsistent, looking weak, looking like he was being beaten by offensive tackles, guards, all across the board. And then you add the arrest on top of that. It's a recipe for disaster for Nolan Smith, a guy that we have all had a lot of high hopes for, a lot of confidence in. Again, another player during that Super Bowl run that was just unstoppable, had a torn bicep and was still somehow playing some of the best football of his life in the limited snaps that he was getting. Just looked completely unstoppable on every play. And now to be here where we are, it's just baffling. And he has to get his head on straight. He has to come out. Him and Jalen Hunt are going to be our guys moving forward until either A, Nolan gets traded, or B, we just give up on him and we don't offer him a contract extension. But right now, they are our guys. And with Jonathan Grenard being out with injury, it opens up an amazing battle. It's going to show every day who the better player is and who deserves to start. And the Grenard injury might have been a little bit of a blessing in disguise, because if both of them have good camps, because day 1 was all about Jalen Hunt. Day 2, both players had a pretty good day. Nolan has to battle. Nolan is definitely the odd man out. He has to come out and he has to look good. If both of these guys look like studs, then we're fantastic. We're not worried about Grenard's injury. He can work his way back slowly. We still have other guys on the D-line that can fill in and get us through a game or 2 games if Grenard needs some extra time. But if Nolan comes out and he looks like shit, he very well could be traded before the first game of the season. Even if he looks good, he could be traded before the first game of the season. I would love to see us keep Nolan. I would love to see Nolan get better. The arrest doesn't really bother me. He made a mistake. He didn't hurt anybody. He didn't hurt himself. He didn't put the team at risk. So it's just a mistake. We got to remember that some of these guys are still kids. Some of these Georgia Bulldogs have histories, have records, and shit like this happens sometimes. They're kids. So I really hope he plays well. I hope we keep him. I would love to see Hunt, Grenard, and Nolan Smith all feast this year. I think that would be one of the best 3-man pass rusher rotations in the league. I think those 3 guys could absolutely take us as far as we want to go this year with the guys they have behind them on defense. More about Vic Fangio and this defense. They have shown every day that they're up to the challenge. I mean, we just have never had a deeper assortment of linebackers, corners, defensive tackles. A lot of people are still shaky on pass rusher, a lot of people shaky on safety. I don't really worry about those positions. Vic Fangio has prioritized certain positions on this team to make sure that we can play the way we need to play. He's comfortable filling in where he has, because the truth of the matter is the Eagles have money and we have assets right now. So if Howie and Vic were worried about safety or pass rusher, a move would have been made already. We're just enjoying training camp and we're seeing the way things happen. And then we'll make those moves leading into the season, just like we always have. So I don't worry about that too much. Defense has looked amazing. Vic Fangio's done an amazing job with this team, and I'm really going to hate when he retires. This year, Zach Bond officially has the green dot in his helmet. We talked a little bit about Nakobe Dean yesterday, and we talked a little bit about the rookie Campbell. The green dot was with Nakobe Dean last year. That's a lot of the reason why he ended up back on the field. Campbell kind of took a back seat. This year, it goes to Bond. You're going to have to pay Bond. You're absolutely going to have to pay Bond. I mean, he is our green dot linebacker now. He was already our best linebacker, but now you put that green dot on him, which means he's communicating with the defense directly. And I don't see how you can't pay him. I don't want to see Bond leave this team. You know, we need to start figuring out a way to make sure we can pay all of these guys because he's just become so invaluable to this team. And he's one of my favorite players. I absolutely love Zach Bond. Tell me what you guys think about him getting the green dot in his helmet because I feel like that's a big thing for him. Couple little shout outs here we're not going to take too much time with, but Jordan Davis has been a game wrecker. He's already gotten credited with a sack, had a fantastic 2 days of camp so far. Tank Bigsby is getting a ton of reps. Big run play for a touchdown today. Big play in the pass game today as well. I think he's going to come out and he's going to have an absolutely amazing season. So keep an eye on Tank Bigsby and Jordan Davis because they look fantastic. Cameron Williams went out with an injury today. Obviously a backup offensive lineman. Not too big of a deal, but it will be said that the way he went off the field, it definitely looks like it's a long-term injury. I don't expect him to be back anytime soon, so we'll expect a move there, and I'll let you know if anything happens with that. And Jalen Hurts was 11 for 15 today in the drills that the media could really follow kind of comfortably. No touchdowns, no interceptions, but all in all reports are saying that Jalen Hurts looks absolutely amazing, which I'm not surprised one bit. He's looked like he's been working hard the entire year. Like the offseason never happened for him. You know, Jalen has been out there with certain guys all off season, putting in work, working out, just building his body, his health, his mind, doing everything that he needs to do. And I expect Jalen to go out and have the biggest year of his career. I don't think most people in the league fully understand that if this offense clicks the way it looks like it can with the talent that's there, with Jalen Hurts taking another step forward in his career, this could be the number one offense in the league this year. The defense that they're working with every day is a top 10 defense all day because of Vic Fangio. So that offense has to work hard every single day. And anybody can look back through history and see any offense that works with a top 10 defense long enough, they end up being one of the best offenses in the league. You can just go back through history and all of the teams that have an amazing defense normally have a really good offense that's very multiple in what they do, meaning they don't get stuck in the mud very often because if this isn't working, they try this and this and this. And that comes as a result of playing that tough defense so much throughout the year. So I think the Eagles are going to have a number one, number two, number three offense this year. Saquon Barkley has a huge resurgence. I think the pass game is silky smooth. We have zone beaters. We have man beaters. All we need is Jalen Hurts and the offensive coordinator to make the right calls at the right time. And we're in for a really fun season this year. One last thing I wanted to squeeze in before I got out of here. Moro Ojomo apparently is having a good enough camp and is high enough in Vic Fangio's eyes that Vic actually came out and told Howie, you better start saving money for Moro Ojomo. One more player to watch on this defense this year that's just looking to break out, just waiting to break out, Moro Ojomo. And you have to wonder, with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter getting paid, is there really room for Moro Ojomo? Like, how can you get him on the field more with those guys having been paid and him on his way out the door? It's really confusing to me how they're going to use them. It's exciting because you know all three can be on the field at the same time in Fangio's scheme, but you can't do that realistically on every down and every snap. Someone has to be the odd man out. So it excites me there. What does Moro Ojomo bring to the team this year? What do you think his stat line's going to be this year? But that's pretty much it for me, guys. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. This went on a little bit longer than it was supposed to, but I get excited doing these updates for you guys, going through, 20, 30 things where we're just doing 30 seconds to a minute on each of them, covering what the guys look like, what they've been up to, so you can get all the information that you need quickly and easily. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything that we're posting here. We're doing daily content and we've got some NBA stuff coming too, but obviously training camp's kind of taking priority right now. So comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next one. I appreciate you. I love you. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.